Hello students, this is Rashmi Vishwakarma, Assistant Teacher of Nisangram High School. Today we are going to discuss part 4 video of tissue of class 9 science. In this video, we are going to discuss animal tissues. We have already discussed about plant tissue, right? So, today we are going to start with animal tissue. Animals move around in search of food, mats and shelter, right? Most of the tissue they contain are living, right? We all have tissue that are living, right? The structure, organization of organ and organ system is far more specialized and localized in animals than in plants. Animal tissues are classified into 4 types based on the functions they performed. And they are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. And today we are going to discuss is the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue, they are the out covering of external surface, internal cavities, and organs of animal body, right? Epithelial tissue is the tissue which is mainly for covering, okay? Covering of external, internal and organs of an animal body, alright? Epithelial tissue cells are tightly packed and form a continuous sheet, okay? They are tightly packed. The skin, the lining of the mouth, the lining of blood vessels, lungs, alveoli, and kidney tubules are all made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, so these are the examples where epithelial tissues are found. Okay, now next is the functions of epithelial tissue. Epithelium covers most organ and cavities within the blood. These are the functions you have to remember. It also forms a barrier to keep different body system separate, right? Because if epithelial tissue is absent, then the all constituents in our body will intermixed and it will not be perform that same function as our body perform right now, right? Okay, next function is the permeability of the cells of various epithelia play an important role in regulating the exchange of material between the body and the external environment. For example, oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? Our lungs, which consist of alveolar and which is made up of epithelial tissue, which are responsible for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide inside and outside the body, right? Next is the type of epithelial tissue. Various types of epithelial tissues are simple squamous epithelium. Next is the stratified squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium. Now we are going to study in detail from simple squamous epithelia. In cells lining blood vessels or lungs alveoli, where transportations of substance occur through a selective permeable surface, there is a simple, flat and extremely thin kind of epithelium which is named as simple squamous epithelium. Okay, the places where transportations of the substances occurs. For example, I already mentioned that lungs alveoli, blood vessels. Okay, it consists of thin kind of epithelium cell and which is named as simple squamous epithelium. It is found in the lining of the mouth, esophagus, lungs, alveoli, etc. Okay, clear? Second, stratified squamous epithelium. The skin which protects the body is also made up of squamous epithelium. Skin epithelial cells are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear. Since they are arranged in a pattern of layer, the epithelium is called stratified squamous epithelium, right? Skin which protects our body from most of the foreign substances which cannot directly contact our internal body organs, right? So skin is the stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, and they are made up of squamous epithelium only, right? Skin epithelial cells are arranged in many layers. Okay, just remember that epithelial cells are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear. Okay, and they are called stratified squamous epithelium. Next is the cuboidal epithelium. Okay, these are all types of epithelium tissues. This is cuboidal in shape. Okay, see the cell structure, cuboidal shape, right? And form a lining of kidney tubules and ducts of salivary gland. Okay, just remember where they are present. They are present in kidney tubules and salivary duct, and they have cuboidal shape. Okay, in some cases a portion of epithelial tissue fold inward to form a multicellular gland, and this is called glandular epithelium. Okay, so next it performs a functions of secretion and absorption. Okay, they have secretion and absorption. They have functions, right? And our next, columnar epithelium. It is the fourth type where absorption and secretion occurs. In this case, absorption and secretions occurs. As in lining of the intestine, tall epithelial cells are present and are named as columnar epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium has cuboidal shape, right? It has tall cells like structure. See in the diagram carefully. Okay, so they are mainly responsible for absorption and secretion, and they are present in the intestinal lining. Okay, again in the respiratory tract of the outer surface of the epithelial cell, there are hair-like projection called cilia. This cilia can move, and their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear it. Okay, this type of epithelium is known as ciliated columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium are of two types. One is without cilia and other one is ciliated. Okay, ciliated is present in the respiratory tract, which prevents the mucus and other foreign particles to enter into our respiratory system. Okay, and other one which do not consist of cilia is responsible for absorption and secretion, which is present in the intestinal wall. Okay, thank you so much.